Poetry, to me, is something that can't even be expressed by itself. It's my safe house, it's my venting place, it's my hideout, it's where I can show my real face. It's my worship and my praise, and it's how I hope to live out all my days. And in a way, to me, it's nothing and everything at the same time. It's seeing the world through a kaleidoscope lens. It's so much more than just a rhyme. I see poetry in the space between each breath you take. It's the minuscule differences between each tiny snowflake. It's butterfly wings and ice cream and insects in the spring when the blossoms come out of hiding and the birds remember how to sing. It's the silence, when the wind takes a breath before a storm and then rises again when the storm hits stronger than before. It's the moon's reflection on the lake when it's only afternoon and you wonder what it's doing and why it's out so soon. It's the reason why all grass is basically the same shade of green, but realistic grass is one of the hardest things for an artist to paint into a scene. It's the post-downpour rainbow that you can only see for a minute or two, and the fact that light shining through water droplets can even create those hues. I think poetry is the smell of pumpkin pie waiting for the end of Thanksgiving dinner, and the unspoken knowing that it means that none of you are getting any thinner. It's the lack of space between two hands that hold perfectly. It's the overall unexplainable beauty of intricacy. It's the way your brain knows that familiar voice of your lover or friend. It's the natural instincts of your body that keep you going until the end. It's the sun rising each morning, and when it sets later that night, the air hangs with the promise it will be back again to shine its light. And I see poetry as the moment when you know someone is your new best friend, and also as those moments when you understand that you'll never see them again. Poetry is the person who is beaten down but doesn't give in and break. Poetry is the moments when you get to go back and fix a mistake. Poetry is how I praise the God I love wholeheartedly, and poetry is why that God loves a sinner like me. So poetry, to me, is more than just words with a dusting of imagination. Poetry, to me, must be what God spoke when He spoke all things into creation.